Hey guys, this is iTrollRX with Rollout Reviews, bringing you another Crossfight B-Daman review. This time we have the CB-73 Magnum arm. It is power type, and it is the version up parts for Rising Dracian. Taking a look at the back here, it shows off the emblem, shows off the normal mode, the B-Daman mode, and the E-Charge mode, and has a little advert for Spike Phoenix there. Opening this up, inside here we just have the normal sticker sheet and instructions, and in this little clamshell we have the Magnum arm itself. Now the first thing I notice is that the quality of plastic on this is way better than the previous version up parts, which we will not speak of ever again. The second thing I notice is that it's two separate parts. There's no middle connector like there is on the cannon arm. So, that's interesting, but it ends up being solid in the end. Taking a look at this, you have the claw here, which isn't actually the hand of the arm. The hand is down here. I don't really know what this is, some sort of extension. You have the emblem there, which is exactly the same as the emblem on Rising Dracian himself, just red. And you got this spring here. Pull this back, moves this back. Pretty much the same mechanism as Rising Dracian's normal emblem, just with a spring, and is a little more heavy duty, and therefore a little more powerful. Now this little thing here opens up, and you can place one B-Daman in like that. Now what this does is it pushes this little rod here back, and therefore pushes this back as well. It just kind of permanently semi-activates the emblem charge, just like that, so it's a little more powerful without activating it all the way. Without this B-Daman in, it's pushed forward all the way, and this makes no contact with the mechanism of Rising Dracian's core, so there's really no point in showing it off without that, because it's just exactly the same as firing Rising Dracian without any emblem charge whatsoever. Also, adding that B-Daman in adds a nice weight to the piece. So, put another B-Daman in this here, and we'll attach this to Rising Dracian. So, get our bolts. First one on, if we can get this here. There we go. And second. And here is Magnum Rising Dracian. Really cool. The white color is kind of a strange choice, considering as both the buster leg and the cannon arm are black, but it looks pretty cool. I like the red, white, and blue, and a little bit of yellow scheme to it. And the B-Daman at the front make a nice counterweight for any magazine you attach to him, which is an added bonus. So, let's check out the main feature to this, the emblem charge. First of all, the second emblem charge is a little hard to access with this, so I just don't access it at all. Simple as that. It really doesn't add anything anyway, and it's too much trouble getting to with all of this in the way, so don't even bother. So, there's a couple ways to activate this emblem charge. First, we'll do a couple shots without the emblem charge activated, because these B-Daman are in here. It does become a little more powerful normally without pulling these back. So, yeah, there's definitely a noticeable change from the normal Rising Dracian's power. And that's really great. It becomes more powerful without even having to activate the emblem charge. When you do activate the emblem charge, however, it does become even more powerful in some cases. Again, it's sort of the same thing as the normal Rising Dracian's emblem charge, where it's a little iffy. Sometimes it works, other times it doesn't. You just kind of have to find the sweet spot. So, on the packaging and a lot of the promos and whatever, it shows holding it like this and pushing back with these fingers and these fingers together. find that doesn't really work all that much. We'll do a shot here. Yeah, it doesn't really add all that much power, which is strange. It almost adds less power than just firing the shot without the emblem charge at all, which is weird. That's something I still don't get about Rising Dracian. Sometimes the emblem charge just doesn't add any power. How I like to use this arm, because it actually does add more power, is again putting these fingers here and the middle fingers on the emblems, just like I would with the normal arm of Rising Dracian. So, do that, and you do get a little more power out of it. It does kind of spread these apart a little bit, but I don't see that causing any breaking anytime soon. There are these little plastic bits back here that support the arm anyway, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. But yeah, that definitely does add a little more power, if not just more than doing this does. But yeah, that is it. Magnum Rising Dracian. A nice upgrade. Good and solid. I don't see this breaking anytime soon like my blaster arm did, but this is here to stay. So that is about it, guys, and this is IXRollAX signing off.